All right, what is going on, guys? This is episode 60 of the Ring Fanatics Podcast. I am Nick, your host. With me, as always, my co-host Joel. Today is our AEW predictions episode for 2022, but we are not alone. We're of course joined by the one and only Henry, aka Henny Wrestling. What's going on, my guy? How are you guys doing?
Thank you guys for having me. How are you guys doing tonight?
Doing well. Can't complain.
Chilling, man.
Just chilling.
Chilling. Can't
Excited
wait
for
for
Sunday.
I can't wait
Yeah.
for this fucking card. Oh my god.
I said this before we started recording. Like, I can't tell what is going to be match of the night. It's going to be endless, and I don't know. I'm just excited for the whole thing. It's hard to choose this one match, but I guess we can just get right into it.
Well, we
I got
also
the
doing
match.
pre-show matches or
I was thinking about skipping that because I think that'll take up too much time.
yeah.
But I guess we just yeah. I know Hook's competing. I know people are gonna get excited for Hook.
Oh, come
Oh,
on,
So
it's Hook. Come on.
exactly. So but I just get into the main card. If we have time, I guess we could do the pre-show. But for the main card, the first match I see here on the list, TBS Championship, Jade Cargill versus Ty Conti. Uh, Henry, since you're our guest, I'll start off with you. What are your what are your thoughts on this match, and who do you got winning?
um, well, I don't know. I think they just put that match in, but I expect this to be a very competitive match. We can't underestimate Ty Conti, especially how much she improved with AEW. But I'm gonna roll with Jay Cargill. Like I think Jay Cargill is gonna continue with that undefeated streak. Now if Ty Conti wins, I mean a lot of people will be shocked. Hopefully the internet wrestling community doesn't go crazy about it. But
Yeah, yeah,
but I'm rolling with Jay Cargill. Still going undefeated.
yeah. Facts. And she's she's almost 30 and 0 now. Where is she? 29, 28?
Yeah,
I
she's
think she's
close.
up there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
she's up there. She's up
yeah,
there. I think it's gonna keep on rolling. I think it's gonna keep on going. I think it's gonna be very competitive, like Henry said, but I think Jade is gonna I think she's holding this for a while.
yeah. I mean, I kind of I think I said this back when Joel and I like we spoke about it like a month ago when they first announced this tournament. I kind of hoped that they would have given her like an open challenge type of thing when she
Yeah.
first won it, kind of like what they did with Cody and the TNT title. To kind of open up the doors for some people to come to the company, give some people the spotlight, but they kind of just rushed into feuds, which is kind of weird. But then this is I guess cool for both of them. I know it gives Ty Conti a chance, another spotlight for a pay per view, I guess. But I kind of don't want Jade Cargill to lose, so I'm on the same boat as you guys. It's she's getting up there in terms of wins. She's one of the youngest and rising stars in the company and in wrestling in general. I'll say that. So I don't think it's the best time for her to lose a match. Um,
Not at all. Not
definitely.
at all.
Who would be like somebody? Let me ask this now, a little bit off topic, but either one of you guys can answer this. If there were anybody outside the company you want to come in to see face like an open challenge TBS title match, who would it be for you guys? Like a dream ideal match for the TBS championship.
Hmm.
It's a
Let's see.
tough one.
Against
There's a lot of
Jade, I'm
people.
trying to think.
Yeah,
That's Jade.
I'm trying like well, I mean, they do have a new roster added on,
that is
so
true.
not technically out of the company. Um, why not Deanna Perrazzo?
I was just thinking the same. I was just thinking the same thing. It was either Taya Valkyrie or Deanna
Oh,
Purrazzo. One of them
I
two.
thought Valkyrie too.
I know that's a good pick. That is a good pick. I know they did buy as of last night. They did buy now. Tony Khan's on the owner of Ring of Honor. Um,
Which is fucking lit. It's yo like you gotta think of it like in so many ways now. He now owns Ring of Honor. That means he has a video library, which is dope because AEW never owned All In. It was always a Ring of Honor pay per view. So now they
yeah,
have
that is true.
that, and now they have all this back like what how would you call it? Yeah, like a library. They have all the libraries. So now all these feuds that have started at Ring of Honor and have carried over into AEW with all these years building up. Like, let's say when Kenny comes back and let's say he wants to feud with Paige again, this goes all the way back to Ring of Honor. You know what I mean? And now they can use footage from back then. So this just opens it. And now who knows, this could be Ring of Honor added to video games, Ring of
Oh yeah.
Honor, like just endless
Anything,
possibilities.
yeah, anything. I think and 8, like, Ring of Honor added to Dynamite every so often. Maybe there'll be, like, a Ring of Honor title match here and
Or
there.
maybe you keep them separate completely,
Yeah,
and every couple months, the battle of the titles, battle of the belts, whatever they call it, it's Ring of Honor versus AEW, just a competitive, not no titles on the line, just champion versus champion.
and I think too, if Tony Khan, I know Tony Khan's a smart businessman, but if they're like smart enough, they could like really make Ring of Honor like I'll say like the third promotion, because since Tony Khan has like a lot of money involved and stuff, like that,
Yep,
the talents that doesn't get that enough shine in AEW, they could get in Ring of Honor,
yep.
because a lot of people, we want people to go to AEW and things of that nature and stuff like that. But the thing is that not everyone is gonna fit in. So having Ring of Honor as like an alternative for AEW, I think it's a wonderful job. If I think it's a wonderful idea, excuse me, if they're like able to balance it and able to like take advantage of the situation, because um we can't put we can't put the entire egg in one basket. We have AEW has to make this as balanced as possible, because not everyone could be in WWE, not everyone could be in AEW. But if you could just put ROH as like the third promotion, although they are under AEW, okay, let me say this again. If you could put ROH as a as like an alternative third promotion, although they are under AEW, I think it will be great for indie wrestlers.
Yeah, and it's perfect too because like you said it, I think you said it best. It's like there's a lot of people there, but I think people shine in different ways. To where if you put some people on AEW with Ring of Honor, it's like they have time to shine there. It's still a big name of a promotion, obviously. It's not. I don't think they're gonna treat it kind of like a dark elevation, but it's still gonna be like a big name, big company. If you shine there, I think you should be fine. Um, but yeah, I think that I 100% agree with that. I think they should let people compete there, get their time up, develop that way. Maybe that's like a stepping stone to AEW, like shine with Ring of Honor first and probably get to AEW.
Or even people not doing anything in AEW.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like right now, a big tag team in AEW is FTR. They're not really doing a lot. Like they're here and there, but now this just opens the door for the open challenge at Supercard with the Briscoes. You know
Yes,
what I mean? And
yes,
then I kind of felt they gave it away. Like, not gave it away, but like I questioned it. I was like, because they were talking about all this. Tony Khan has big news, big news, big news. Tuesday night, Swerve was announced for the Ring of Honor show. I said, this guy was just 2 or 3 days ago talking about how it was leaked that he signed with AEW. Technically, he
yeah.
did, but technically, he's with Ring of Honor. So now it's like one of those who's going to go with Ring of Honor, who stays with AEW, and also who gets brought in new into Ring of Honor.
That's also a good question because you have their champions who are all their current champions are still technically signed with the company.
And all their champions are everywhere. As you see,
Yeah,
the Briscoes are in GCW. Uh, Deanna's in Impact. Gresham is
everywhere,
every fucking where.
everywhere.
You know what I mean?
I was gonna say Gresham was gonna be here in New York City. He's gonna face Low Key, House of Glory. So I can't wait for that.
Yes, yes, I've
Ooh,
seen that.
I didn't even peep that.
Yeah, I saw that
That's
before,
gonna
right
be
before we started
sick.
recording, I saw that, I'm like, "Damn, he's gonna be in
That's
House of
gonna be
Glory."
crazy.
Yeah, and it's insane because he's also been everywhere, like, he can
Damn, what
show up
show is
anywhere.
that? When's this show going on?
That's the March 2nd, right? Or
No,
March happening soon.
March 11th. That's on a Friday,
Oof.
and then you have
Eh,
the Lucha Bros versus the Briscoe brothers on that show as
yeah,
well.
Yeah, I peeped that one. I peeped that one.
yeah, that's
Ooh,
gonna be insane. A lot of big time matches in House of Glory.
I mess
Another
with that.
promotion.
I mess with that.
Yeah, so, yeah, next match in the card is the triple threat tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. Jurassic Express versus Young Bucks versus Red Dragon. Who walks out the tag team champions here? Like this is a big match. This is a big money match right here. I should call it because three great tag teams, one up and coming,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like it's hard to choose. Like it's do you see Jurassic Express retaining? Do you see a title change? Who would it be if you say title change?
Kick it off, Henry. You
Uh,
got this. You got this one.
The hardest question of the night.
I would love to see the Red Dragons win the AEW Tag Team titles. I know a lot of people love Jurassic Express. I know they love Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, but I'm sorry. As much as entertaining they are, bro. I'm sorry, but them as tag team champion, respectfully, doesn't sit well with me. Um, I do believe they're gonna retain. I don't think they're gonna drop the belts anytime soon. But if they do, I'm gonna have to go with the Red Dragons because the Young Bucks, I believe they're like the longest AEW tag team champions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
believe
don't.
so.
They don't need it.
They don't need it.
Yeah.
So, if they do drop the belts, I would love them to see them drop with the Red Dragons, but I highly doubt it because I believe they're waiting for Kenny Omega to come back so they can have the feud between the elites along with Cole and Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. But I'm gonna have to stay with Jurassic Express. I think they ain't dropping the belt anytime soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. I think this is all setting up for. I know it's down the way, but I think this is all setting up for Double or Nothing.
Oh,
We're getting the Bucks and Red Dragon, but no title involved. I think it's just going to be a tag match. I think that's the way it should be. There are two teams that don't really need the belt for their situation that's going on right now. And I think Jurassic Express still
Jurassic
needs
Park.
it to
Yeah, he
like
was the Jurassic Park the
speaking
movie.
facts. Jurassic Express still needs it to like build them up and build them and legitimize them as a tag team. Now, I think the way that AEW is going, I know this is far in advance. I would like to see Express versus Top Flight at Double or Nothing for the belts.
You
Ooh.
don't know how excited I was when Darius returned last night. Like,
That was huge.
yeah,
That
that
was
was
huge.
huge.
And
I
for
was not
them to be
expecting.
the last two teams
He
in
was
there,
Darius, the one that was injured, was the last one left with Matt Jackson. I was
and what a bump
surprised.
he took to get
Yeah,
eliminated. That super kick.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. He was a little rough, a little rusty, a little bit when he was in the ring. But again, he was out for like at least a year, so I get it.
Yeah.
But um, for yeah, I would love to see that match. I was thinking like for Red Dragon and Young Bucks. I was kind of thinking like the Elite versus um Adam Cole and Red Dragon for like Blood and Guts in the future. That's what I was kind of aiming for.
I can see that.
But I was also in the same category, same like boat as Henry is. Like I think that I also want Red Dragon to win. When Kyle O'Reilly debuted in AEW, it was like one of those moments for me where it wasn't like I jumped out of my couch and started like cheering because he's there. It was like more like not, I mean that in like a negative way, but it was like more
I got
like
Just
like
shit on him. Why
no,
don't
no,
you?
no,
Just
no,
shit on him.
no.
Just say you hate him. Just say you hate him.
Joel thinks I hate every wrestler that there is on the planet, but but when Kyle O'Reilly debuted, I kind of like I smiled. I was like, now he's back with Bobby Fish and Adam Cole, his guys. It's like a happy reunion. Like it's something we all wanted to see. Like the last time they were before they beefed was like over a year ago in NXT, and it's
Yeah.
like we finally see them three together, and it's cool, and I'm happy for that. And Red Dragon was my favorite tag team. Well, like one of my favorite tag teams right now, before NXT too. So it was like,
Yeah, they've been killing it for a
and
while.
I do I want them to see them win the tag team belts? Of course, eventually. But I think now is not the time, and I do think that they're gonna feud maybe at Double or Nothing for not the belt, like you said, Joel. But I think
And then who
Jurassic,
knows? Maybe Kenny's back by then. Maybe that's where we get the 3-on-3.
yeah, I think
Who
that
knows?
will happen down the line. But um, I do think Jurassic Express does need time to just go out there and just defend the belts. I feel like the Lucha Bros didn't really have a good reign. I feel like they didn't have a long time to really
It
show.
was tough.
It was tough. It
It was
was.
tough.
It felt like it flew by fast. I forgot they were tag team champions at one point, which sucks.
Yeah, even though they
But
did have maybe the match of the year to win the titles, but
yeah,
it was a pretty rough because they did defend it a lot, but it was just like not a lot of stories. It was just matches. You know what I mean? It wasn't like they were like in one big storyline. It was just like, oh, they're defending the belts on Rampage. Oh, they're gonna defend the belts on Dynamite. Oh, this pay per view is gonna come up. They're probably gonna defend it there. You know what I mean? Like it was never like building up a storyline. And they've been in this storyline with Malachi and them, but like didn't have to do with the tag belts. You know what I mean? It was
yeah,
just them in it.
Yeah,
Another 3-on-3 kind of storyline.
yeah, and we spoke about it before. At least they're coming back for House of Glory against the Briscoe. That's a big match right there for
Yeah,
them.
because that was when they lost the titles. Phoenix, yo, that was scary. I remember I
Oh, I
texted you.
forgot
I
that.
said,
Yeah.
"Yo,
Yeah, that was
he
what
broke
was
it.
it? His
Thank
arm.
goodness it
His
wasn't
arm.
broken, but I thought it broke. I was like,
Oh,
he's out for a couple months. But it's good to see that he's back, and who knows? Maybe they'll be fighting for the belts at Double or Nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll see. I was actually there in Newark, and when I saw Luchasaurus covering Ray Phoenix, I was like, okay, something went wrong. I don't know
yeah.
what happened. And then one of my boys sent me a video of Ray Phoenix arm, and I was like, oh, that was nasty. But hopefully Ray Phoenix doesn't get hurt. Hopefully we're able to see him not only in AEW but also in Indian appearances.
Yeah.
Um, everybody had to relax. This is wrestling.
Yeah.
Things like that happen. Like we saw Sid Vicious in WCW did a move from the top rope, broke his leg. Like
That was wow.
that.
Yeah.
It's wrestling. Like Triple
Yeah.
messed up his quad like multiple times during a tag team match. It happens. Like could have been a better decision. Yes, but it's wrestling. Things like this happens. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. And like you
Yeah.
said, it happens, and also it could have been worse than what it was. You know what I mean? Thank goodness it was separated, right? Or there
Yeah.
It
was
was just
no
yeah, yeah.
no yeah, nothing was broken, so that's a good thing.
Hmm?
Again, accidents happen.
Yeah.
That's why they say
And
don't
it's
try this at
wrestling.
home.
They know what
They
they're
be
signing up for too. So it's not like it's a like any other sport where not accidents happen all the time like that. You know, like I mean, like it's wrestling. It's contact. It's kind of contact sport.
yeah,
You're gonna get hurt regardless. Like if you get injured or not, you're getting hurt. That's the point
yeah.
of wrestling. So
Wrestling
it's
you got wrestling is basically learning how to fall. And sometimes you fall wrong. You know what I mean? It just happens.
and especially if someone who's 6'7" is falling on you, what do you do? Not put your arms out like you did? Like seriously?
Yeah, that was tough decisions, but then
Yeah,
at that moment, it's like you're not thinking. You know what I mean? You're putting your arm down to stop yourself from because
that's
he
basically
the way it looked, he thought it looked like he was gonna miss the table, and that's probably why he put his arm out.
Yeah,
And it was just uh like a quick reaction, but it was just it just ended in a bad way. But like we said, it could have been worse.
could
Thank
have been a
goodness it
lot
wasn't.
worse. A lot worse. And I didn't even notice that at first either. You texted me about it. I'm like, "Did you see his arm?" I'm like,
Yeah, because once he went
why
down
would I
and I
look at his
saw
arm?"
it and they like held it
So
and he pointed at his arm and I looked, I said,
mm,
and then they went like quick. They like got away from it as quickly as possible. I texted you. I said, "Yo, did you just peep his arm?" And then I
yeah,
had to like go and search for Nick and look for the link on Twitter so I could show him because it was just like, ooh, it was bad. It was bad.
it
But
was bad.
he's
Glad he's
back
okay
and
though.
he's chilling. He's doing good. It looks like he's healthy, so that's good.
Yeah, that's the most important part right there. Like
Yep.
he's doing fine. He's doing fine. So who do you got for this match, Joel? Did you say who won this match?
Oh yeah, Express.
Express?
Express. Yeah, they're holding it.
Would y'all be mad if any other dude won the match? Like, would y'all be mad about that?
Well, Henry said he would like the Red Dragons, and to be honest, I wouldn't mind them either.
Yeah,
But I just feel like the reign for Jurassic Express hasn't even been that long yet.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I think they need to hold on for it for a little bit. Because if they take it right off of them, that's like kind of saying they don't have faith
yeah.
in Jurassic Express. You know what I mean? Especially that one of them is like a star that they're trying to build. So I
They're
think they're
pillars.
gonna
One of
hold.
their 4 pillars.
Oh
That's what
yeah,
they call them. Yeah,
yeah. I think they're gonna hold on for it for a while.
yeah. I agree with that. I don't think it's anytime soon that Jurassic Express is losing the titles.
Yeah, the closest I see is like I
Yeah,
said, Double or Nothing. That's the closest I see.
probably
And even then, it's like ooh iffy. Depends
a
how
little.
the reign is going at the time.
Depends on who they're facing too. There's like a lot of teams they can go up against and give a moment
Oh,
to.
there's a
But it's
lot of teams, as
and
you
I was
saw in the
yeah.
Battle Royal yesterday. And Dark Order got like 4 tag teams in
Oh
them. So
yeah.
like
Yeah.
it was just like join the Dark Order. I was like, oh shit, I forgot about them.
Yeah, it's like
Oh
join the
shit, yeah,
Dark Order
another
again.
two.
I'm
And then,
like, oh wait, what? There's two
and then
more.
the
There's
ones I
two
was
more.
waiting for, I was like, wait, hold up. And then I was like, oh shit, they're on the 3-on-3 in the main event. And I
Yeah,
forgot about them. But yeah, they just got tag teams galore in that faction, which
Yeah,
is
you're
dope because it's just like and then they were helping each other out in the battle royal. So it's dope that there's so many tag teams. They are now like kind of what WWE was like. I want to say like in the mid 2000s when there was so many tag teams. Like they had the Guerreros, the they had Haas and Benjamin, they had
yes.
Mysterio and Edge, they had Angle and Benoit, they had Shannon Moore and Hardy. They just had just tag teams going at it and everybody can go. And I feel like that's what AEW's tag team division is looking like right now.
Yeah, of
It's just
course.
like you could put any two tag teams together and you're gonna get a good
Like
match.
before, like when they first announced this match, I'm like, they could literally put 2 different battle royals with 10 different tag
Yeah.
teams, and in both matches.
Yep.
So it's like they can if
And
you know
knowing the AEW, they just like to throw surprises in there, so you never know
yeah.
who's gonna
And
pop
I
up.
texted you, I was like, Watch the Briscoes come out tonight and like kind of hype up this Ring of Honor stuff
That kind of would
with
have been dope.
FTR. That would have been dope too. And they yeah, so I was like, watch that happen. That would be cool if it does.
TK did get me nervous though, because when he was talking about he bought Ring of Honor, he was like talking about like all the stars that came out of them. I thought he was gonna bring out Joe. I was gonna be like, this about to be
Ooh.
lit. I thought he was gonna be like, this is the guy that's gonna be in charge of Ring of Honor or something. Like Joe's not gonna fight, he's gonna be like the face and run it. I was gonna be like, this is gonna be lit.
I thought it was gonna
But
be
then we
Cody.
got a Brian and Daniels match, and I was like, this is fucking dope too. Like
Even better, yeah.
I can't
It's even
complain.
better. Yeah.
And then when he started talking about a triple threat, I said, Low Key comes out right now, and we get a triple threat. That's it. Take all my money. Take all my money.
Like how you fly to Orlando right now as AEW is going on. I'll fly right now.
So it's gonna be like, yo, this Sunday we're gonna have the official first Ring of Honor main event on Revolution card. I was about to be like, yo, it's over. I'll see you in Orlando.
That's funny. Next card in the next. Sorry, I keep saying next card in the match. I want to saying backwards.
Next match on the
Next match in the
card.
card. Thank you. Next match in the card. The 6-man tornado tag team match. A match that I didn't expect to be on the card at all. The AHF Ho versus Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and Sting. Seems
Um,
like from your reactions, you guys are not hyped for this match. Not at
I'm all
all.
right. I'm all right.
I'm sorry. That triple threat that they're having tomorrow, Rampage, that should have been for the paper.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Yes.
Because of the fact is you have Sammy Guevara, his second title run in TNT. You have Darby Allin, who's a former TNT champion, although he did lose to Sammy Guevara. And then you have Andrade, who should have been in a title picture a long time ago.
Yes.
Now he's in the TNT title picture.
Yep.
It bothers me that this match is actually happening on Rampage. I'm not saying that it's not gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But if they would have put it on pay-per-view, it would have been great.
It would have stole the show.
But I feel like this trio, I just feel like it was just a waste. And with that, I'm gonna have to go with Sting, Sammy Guevara, and Darby Allin winning this match, so the fans can be happy. But I just
Yeah.
feel like them throwing that trios match, I just felt like it was useless. Like I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with that 100%. Like I thought that the triple threat match would have been the match, but I've been seeing some like social media stuff that since like this is like the first tornado tag match that they're having, so they want to make it feel important to the company, so they put it on pay-per-view.
Yeah, but they could use like different people. Like we
Yeah.
didn't need this match
They,
as
they could have
the
waited for May. And when
yeah.
Kenny Omega is healthy, they could have waited.
Yeah. Unless this is a way for Jeff Hardy to debut in the company. What if he shows up with Matt?
Nah, he won't show up till like the second Wednesday because he's still dealing with.
Oh, he's still with non-compete clause?
Yeah,
I thought he
so
Yeah,
ended it.
90-day. Yep. He's still
yeah.
under that.
Trust and believe. If it wasn't for that, I would have been like, okay, just to surprise Jeff Hardy because
Yeah.
everybody in the world loves Jeff Hardy, but
Of course.
now it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
And that kind of match too, it's just like also, why they not showing no love to my son Mark Quinn?
Yeah,
My
for
son
real.
Cassidy
That
has
is
been
for
on
real.
TV having matches every week.
Yeah.
Show some love. show some love to Mark, man, because
I know,
come
I've
on.
noticed that too, like, he doesn't really get used a lot on
Yeah,
TV, and
like he's
I'm like,
always
"What's
there for
up?"
the backstage segments, but like it's always them announcing Cassidy's in a match. And it's like, yo, come on, show some love, man. Spread it around, man. Spread it
Hassle
around.
Glory OGs right there. You gotta at least give
Facts.
both of them time on television. I mean, you can't have just Isaiah Cassidy and no Mark Quinn. It's like, doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
And what are
facts.
you guys' thoughts on the AHFO now? Like Andrade being a part of this stuff. Are
Makes
you a fan of this whole group at all?
I mean, if you're gonna make Matt Hardy like mentor Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn, I I would understand that, and also allowed Butcher and Blade to like be a part of it and also be mentor a little bit because Matt Hardy, he is known for like a tag team specialist. I'll be fine. But throwing in Andrade, like it just doesn't make sense. It's like now you're playing hot potato with Andrade. Like when he came into AEW, my thought was like, okay, he's gonna be in these crazy feuds. He may not be a champion, but he's going to be in the title picture. But they're just hot potato Andrade. Like this is why some of us with AEW would criticize AEW with these signings because we get disappointed when WWE does not use them correctly. But when they come to AEW and you don't use them how they're supposed to be used, now we having an issue.
Yeah,
There's no throwing under the rug because it's AEW. Now is the issue because we was bashing to a company that is more of entertainment than wrestling. We bring him to a company that is about pro wrestling, and yet you're probably doing a worse job than the other company that is more known than entertainment than professional wrestling. So I just don't like them hot potato Andrade. Just put him in a fuse. Just put him in title. Just put him in these title pictures because Andrade, like when I have seen him in NXT, dude is amazing.
Yeah,
Dude is phenomenal in the ring. He may not know English. That's why he needs a man. That's why he needs a manager or put a subtitle when he speaks Spanish. But they gotta play. They gotta stop playing that hot potato with Andrade. Andrade deserves better.
that's a
yeah,
fact.
that
That's a
is
fact.
because yeah. Go ahead.
He should have
Go.
been in the title picture way before. I've been high on Andrade for a while now. I thought he was gonna be like the next great Latin star. Like I thought he was gonna be the next Eddie Guerrero.
For sure.
And then went to main roster, nothing happened. Got like left, came to AEW, hasn't really done nothing. It's like, bro, like this guy is gold, and like no one wants to use him correctly. And like I'm still giving them time. Like I with each signing, I'm giving everybody a year because a lot of the signings that I've criticized in the past have worked out in both companies. Like remember when WWE raided the indies and just signed everybody? It was like
Yeah,
dope, dope, dope. And then like 6 months in, it was like we don't know what to do with them. We just signed them because of the hype around their name. And I was like, oh, come on, bro. Like so like I feel like that's the same thing that's happening with a couple people with AEW also. Cause like I did not like the Keith Lee signing at all. I think
really.
Keith Lee would have fit in like Impact. There's no big guys in AEW except for Powerhouse Hobbs. Everybody that's in the ladder match. That's
Yeah.
it. Those are all the big guys in that company. That's it. You know what I mean? And none of them are top stars. You know what I mean? So like
Yeah,
having Keith Lee come in and have like they're gonna put him in the title picture. Who's gonna beat him?
yeah,
He
And
better. He better win. I'm sorry to cut you off. He better win that TNT title because if he doesn't win it, we having problems.
but then again, it's like who's gonna take the title off of him?
they
Because all the guys that have held the
they're
title,
always.
look at the people that have held the
Look how
title.
they booked Miro.
Well,
Miro held the title,
well,
was
they better figure it out because you got a big roster and you're out there just signing people out of the blue. They better figure
Yeah.
it.
yeah, I mean, they signed Miro, who was a dominant TNT champion, but
Oh,
then
and
he
he
ended
did
up
his
losing.
thing. Right now, they just got him off TV because
And
they
then
got
now,
nothing
yeah,
for him,
they have
which I'm
Oh
fine with.
yeah,
If you got nothing for them, don't put them on TV.
yeah,
If you're just gonna have them come and do a
just
random ass match,
yeah,
leave them off of TV. Which is why I respect that they haven't used Miro, and I'm cool with that because there's a lot of people they won't use for a couple months and then they're back in the picture. You know what I mean? I like that they kind of do that. It is they do get criticism because of it, but I personally like it because I don't like that I have to see the same people every week, especially if they're not doing anything.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean? I feel
there's
like
some
that's why
people.
I always said that's why I hurt NXT to 2 hours. When it was 1 hour, we didn't see Adam Cole every week. We didn't see Gargano every week. It was
Uh,
like 1 week was tag team, 1 week was focused on women, 1 week was focused on the title, and then the go home show before Takeover was everybody and was really just not showing everybody, but just clips and giving you a rundown of how we got here. So you
uh,
didn't see everybody every week, and that's why I hurt NXT, and that's where we are now with the NXT 2.0. So hopefully that doesn't happen with AEW, and I feel like they're on their way not doing that because, like I said, they take people off of TV. Like we didn't see Archer for a while till what 3 weeks ago when he came out
Yeah.
randomly and was like, "Oh shit, yeah, he signed." You know what I mean? And Powerhouse Hobbs hasn't done anything since the Punk thing. He's just been in the background. But if you look, Team Taz now Hook is on TV. Starks got the belt. Cage left, so he took the back seat. He was still on TV, but not in storylines, nothing. And now he's back in the in front of the cameras, having matches again in this big ladder match. So I like the way that they're kind of like shuffling people, but they gotta just do it in a better way that's not so lengthy.
absolutely.
Yeah, and with this whole like this Matt Hardy group, that is one of those things that it's like they're just putting random people into this group
Yeah.
just to be on TV, and it doesn't make sense at all. Like I thought it was cool when it was just Matt Hardy and Private Party. That's it. They should have left it alone right there. Once they added Butcher and Blade, I'm
I
like,
was kind of
this
not mad
doesn't
at the
make
Butcher and
sense.
Blade because I was just like, oh, it's another tag team he's kind of
Yeah,
mentoring. Then when they started bringing in random people, then it was like,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah, and then it's like
this
it's
is
it's
getting out
just
of
all
hand.
over. Yeah, it's getting out of hand. So now I don't mess with it. Now it's Andrade with it. Like, come on. Like
Yeah.
y'all, like that's what got me like pretty upset because with Andrade, like he like, and I feel I love Andrade. I'm on the same boat as both you with this too. It's just like when he left WWE, it was obviously to do more and to do better. But when he left, his first big match was against Omega for the Triple H World Title. Was reportedly supposed to win it, ended up not winning it. He was supposed to face
Yo,
Pac
Mega
at All
pulled
Out.
the old Hogan. Let me hold
Yeah,
the title real quick. Let me hold
yeah.
on to it longer.
Yeah, and then he was supposed to face Pac at All Out. Match didn't happen at all. Maybe I don't think it was on Rampage.
Mm.
And then just he was supposed to be with Vicky
Yeah, that
Guerrero, then change to Chavo Guerrero, then to Jose, then to Matt Hardy. Then it's like, what are you doing with him? It's like
yeah, that storyline with Pac and the Lucha Bros, that should have been the storyline for him. He should have got a faction. Lucha Bros should have turned. He should be the leader of this era's LWO right now. Not called LWO, call it something else, La Familia, the family, some shit. But he should be the leader of a faction right now and be in a title picture because he's in the title picture, not just throwing him in there.
100%, 100%. So that's why I feel like they with these signings is like I get it. Like you want the best names possible on your show, but you got to know what you're doing with them. And if you don't, then that kind of should be a sign. Like, just don't go OD.
Hmm.
Well, one Buddy Matthews too. Like when Buddy Matthews signed, that's cool that he's with House of Black because that fits him, I think.
Yeah.
But then it's like I'm glad they're using him kind of decently instead of just not knowing what to do at all. So, um, yeah, I just they gotta just like slow down with these signings a little bit. Wait a little bit for your next signing. Don't just sign like 5 people in 1 month.
I don't,
That's
I don't mind that. It's just how are you going to use them?
yeah,
That's the concern right now. Like for me, it's not like the signing is how you gonna use them because you bring okay AW had their rosters, and as soon as WWE start releasing everybody, that's when they started getting the portion, not all of them, but the portion of some of these wrestlers that used to be in WWE coming to AEW. The thing is that for me, I don't mind the signing because once again, they're in professional wrestling and they're getting good money as well. It's just it's just the balance of how you of using them because
yeah,
if because you can't just use one group and then forget about the others. Like that's why you need to have a particular not well yeah need all wrestlers different that are different styles that will make they'll make their brand as a whole.
Yeah.
And if you're again, I just feel like if Tony Khan is just using this just to hype up not only AEW but the world professional wrestling, then that's an issue because once you sign them, what the hell you gonna do? What's plan A? What's the plan from A to Z? What you're gonna do for them in the short term? What you're gonna do for them in the long term? And
Yeah.
things of that nature. You just can't sign it just to hype people up because that's gonna be a killer, and then everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, another signing. Where's gonna go from here?" Instead of like,
Yeah.
"Oh, they signed him. Okay, what's the beginning? What's the short term? What's the long term?" Like you got to get the fans excited, not just only signing them just to hype everybody up and show that you can sign anyone you want. Doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is true.
it's a
That is
fact.
and I just love, like, how, like, sometimes with these like, I think, Joel, you said it before, it's like sometimes I give it a shot, and it's, like, 6 months down the line, it's either good or bad, depending on how they get booked,
Yeah,
and, that's also could be very risky because in 6 months from now, they may not be seen on TV ever again. One tag team that they had signed that I kind of liked that benefited from this was 2.0.
Oh yeah,
They were, like, legit treated like jobbers in NXT. They got brought to AEW. They've been feuding with Sting, I think, when they first got there. They feuded with CM Punk, and it's like, look at that in just a couple months, and that's insane.
yeah, they're not the biggest tag team, but they are doing something
Yeah,
with them,
it
and
is
then
true. Yeah.
that's a good thing. You know what I
don't
mean?
forget,
Same way with Daniel Garcia.
don't forget Jericho and Kingston. They had a little feud.
Yes. Yes, I
Yeah,
was gonna get into that. That's the next match I was gonna get into. Kingston versus Jericho. Um, I just call this match they're fighting over Santana and Ortiz, and it's pretty much what it is. I feel like
I
what
don't
it
know.
is.
I think it's like what happened last night with Santana Ortiz giving that like saying that like we're cool. I think it was more because of the promo he cut, saying like, "Yo, I don't like you, you don't like me, but if you beat me, like I'll respect you." So I
Yeah,
think it's more about respect.
Hmm.
So I think that's why they were like, "All right, we're still with you, but like like it was kind of like, yo, we understand. Like
yeah,
we don't like it, but we understand you don't respect him. He doesn't respect you, but do you think?" But it's gonna be a good match. My
it
son A
is.
Kingston always pulls out, man. Pulls out like the matches that he's been having at the pay per views, incredible, incredible. And this
Yeah,
is just gonna be another one on top of it, especially with Jericho. Like I know Jericho's pushing up there in age, but Jericho is still Jericho. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like people like to criticize him because what is he pushing 50?
I
No,
think he's
that.
around 50.
Yeah, he's pushing 50 and it's like, oh, he's not the same Jericho. But I do like how he's adapted to knowing that he's not the old Jericho. You know what I mean? That he's not out there still trying to do his old move set. You know what I mean? Thinking
Yeah,
that he could do it. So at least he's realistic about it. But this match I think Kingston needs the win.
and
Most definitely.
I really hope that they actually do get away from Inner Circle, and officially, like, not be associated with them. I guess you could say that already happened based off that
Who
match.
PMP?
Yeah, but
No, I
it's
think
like
they'll still be associated. Like they're still associated now. It's just like I like what they've done with the inner circle in the last couple months, the same way that they do with the pinnacle. I like
yeah,
that they're a faction, but you don't have to see them all the time together.
Hmm.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like that's what kind of like I love the elite, but after a while, after a couple months, it was like, okay, every week they're coming out together, cutting promos together. I was like, okay, we get it, we get it. I like that. It's like are they still together as a faction? And then all of a sudden they come all together. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. They're still there.
Yeah.
So it's cool that they're not every week doing the same thing, same promos, all the group together. I mean, they did when they started, but also that was when they were all heels. And
yeah,
also they needed to put that stamp that, yo, we're the faction to like fuck with.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So but
yeah,
I think they should still be associated with Jericho. I think that group is one of the most powerful groups in that company right now.
for sure. I mean, like, I think that like Sammy's not even doing a lot with the team, like with them. together. It's just him doing by himself with the TNT title and
Yeah,
just
but you still know he's associated with
Jericho and them.
you still yeah, you know he's still with the inner circle, he still wears the vest. He still cuts promos with them if he needs to.
Yeah, yeah. So, who do you got winning this match, guys? Who you want? You said you wanted Eddie, Joel.
Yeah,
Eddie,
come on. Eddie should
and
have
he
beat
does deserve.
Miro. We talked about this last time. Eddie should have beat Miro.
Yeah,
He should already have
a TNT belt.
pay-per-view
Yeah,
win and have a champion under his belt, like under his resume.
he does. He does not have a pay per view
AEW.
win.
No.
He's
Well,
never
his
won on a pay per view. I just realized that.
Mm.
what was his? Was it his first pay-per-view All Out, or was it Double or Nothing?
It was no, not full. It wasn't full. What was the paper? Man,
Full
his
gear.
Was it Double or Nothing in May, or was it?
I think it was he was at Revolution last year. That was when the whole eruption thing and he covered Moxley,
no.
the whole
Yes.
explosion.
I'm thinking that AEW title match he had against John Moxley. I forgot which.
Yes, I think it was full gear. Full gear.
Might have been Full Gear then.
Might have
Yeah,
been full gear.
Yeah, but he
what?
doesn't. He just doesn't
Yeah, it
have.
was full gear. I'm thinking MJF. Like, what the heck? Like, I think that was all out. I think it was all out. Had an MJF, but I do remember Kingston had a pay per view title match against Moxley.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he lost that one, and
Yeah,
then I think they had a tag match together against the Young Bucks at Double or Nothing,
yeah,
which they also lost. He also lost.
yeah.
He lost to Miro, CM Punk, and then now he has even facing Jericho. So I think this is his time to win a match at least.
He needs this.
Definitely. Definitely.
He needs this. This is not going to affect Jericho at all.
Yeah, and also a win over Jericho. Come on. That's a smart move to do.
Like Jericho has done it all. Undisputed champion, first ever AEW world champion. Like this man has done it all. If he lose this Sunday, it's not going to affect him. It's not going to affect his credibility because everybody know who's Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
Everybody riding with Chris Jericho regardless. Eddie Kingston needs to win this, and I hope that AEW makes that decision of like, all right, Eddie Kingston, we're gonna put you over. We're gonna put you over Jericho. We're gonna give you your first pay-per-view win. So I'm hoping and I'm picking Eddie Kingston over Jericho to win this Sunday.
That is the same exact thing I was gonna say. Like I think no matter what, if Jericho loses, people are still gonna sing his theme song when he comes
Yeah, it doesn't
out.
hurt his
People are still
legacy.
gonna
It doesn't
cheer for
hurt.
him.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt anything for
And this is
Jericho.
this is like a feud where there's no heel. Like there's like no one hates either of them, which is cool because they could, like I said, you could still like cheer for Kingston. You could still sing Jericho's theme. You can go either way. So I don't like you said, Henry. I don't think it's gonna affect Jericho one bit. He's
Nope.
had 30 years. I think his 30 years makes up for
30
one
plus.
loss. Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna affect him at all, not even a single bit. And Eddie Kingston, man, that's why I feel bad for Eddie Kingston. He got loss after loss after loss, no big moment. He's had these big moments, but led to nowhere. And it's like you could tell by how passionate his promos are. He goes in
I
on
love
every,
love it.
and he, like
His
you,
man.
I think Joel you said last week during last week's episode, like you could tell he's that corner guy from the bodega.
Yeah,
Like, you
he's like
just
the
want to
guy that
chill.
just chills at the bodega and talks shit, and it's like,
Yeah,
yo, I fuck with him. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like it's just one of those guys. He wears his Timbs, he wears sweats, wears the same hoodie every week, and you're like, "What's up, homie? What's going on?" And you just talk shit with him.
yeah.
He just
Uh,
has that vibe to him.
He's definitely that guy in real life. He's like if you see him at your local corner store, it's like, oh shit, Eddie Kingston is like
Hell yeah, what's up, Eddie?
it's getting like a bacon, egg, and cheese. It's like, yo, shit, Eddie Kingston's right here. Like, he screams New York. That's the cool thing about it. He
Yo,
screams that New York, and it's cool. So I think this is his time to shine and his moment to get this win finally at a pay per view.
definitely.
Um, I will riot if he loses. I will show up to Orlando. You will see me there in the ring. Like Eddie Kingston should have won the match. But yeah,
hey,
yeah.
put it out.
Exactly. So yeah, I also got Eddie Kingston. He deserves this. I think we all agree on that one.
Yep.
Moxley versus Danielson.
This
Another
is a
match
tough
on the
one.
card.
This is
It's
a
also a
tough one.
tough one.
This is a tough one.
And I love this feud because Moxley did say if you're gonna be my brother, we gotta bleed together. If you were gonna ride together, we gotta bleed together, I think he said, right? Something
Yep.
like that. And I hope this is gonna be a bloody match because of that.
Oh,
And
definitely.
It's gonna be a bloody match.
Definitely.
I hope they make it like that because I know a lot of people are gonna get this mixed up with a dog collar match. Like, oh, it's gonna go like in. I think this is gonna be also the match that's gonna go hard. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna see them fight till the fucking end, and it's gonna be insane.
Oh hell
So,
yeah.
who do you guys got winning this match? What are you guys' thoughts on this match too?
Ooh, boy.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
one of those that's like you gotta sit down and think about and be like, yo, who do you really want to win this match?
yeah. Like, do you?
This one's tough. But I personally would rather see Moxley win, get his first big pay-per-view win back since he's been back from rehab. I think this would be dope. I think this is another fight for respect with Danielson. I think who knows what happens after this to form an alliance. You know what I mean? Does Brian turn babyface? Does he keep doing his heel shit? Hopefully he still keeps doing his heel shit. But I think Moxley should win this match.
And he looks good after his rehab, by the way. Gotta shout him out on that.
Oh yeah, facts. He's not all like red and swollen anymore,
Yeah,
which is a good thing for him. It shows that he's doing better. He's
he is.
doing
Yeah,
his thing.
that first promo he cut when he came back, I'm like, I felt that shit, and like, not a lot of promos get me like that in a big way.
Yeah,
And the fact that he was able to come out there and express himself and like get the crowd going, I'm like, wow. He went in and he was like, it's Mox, it's not tough. It's not easy. I mean, it is tough, but it's not easy
yeah.
to go through that. And I'm glad he's back better, healthy. And
I
do you guys see them doing an alliance? Do you want them to be an alliance?
to be honest, wouldn't be mad at it.
If that's the plan, why not?
Yeah.
We've never seen it before.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's something that we've never seen before, something that I've never personally even thought of till it was proposed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of not against it. I would like to see where that ends up.
Yeah. Like, who
I
would
want
you want to be
that.
in?
that.
Yeah. Who would you want to be in this faction with them?
Nah, I think just them two. I think them two as a tag team would be a good fit.
Because
But
they want to work with young guys.
they want to bring Lee Moriarty
Yeah.
on the faction. They want to bring Daniel Garcia.
A lot of the strong style guys.
Yeah.
That would be kind of a good look. I would mess with that. Or maybe they go a totally different route and they do the OG, like kind of bring back some of the old guys that they wrestled along the way. I would love, and Nick knows this because he's one of my favorite wrestlers ever. I would love to see Homicide back on AEW TV. You know
Ooh,
what I mean? I would love to see a little faction of like maybe the OG kind of like, even though Moxley wasn't there, but like the OG Ring of Honor kind of guys, the strong style kind of guys, kind of like Homicide, low key, like that kind of fits with them. Like kind of fits with more Brian, but then you also bring a couple guys that have the mentality of Moxley with the chaotic. You know what I mean?
Like what, like I don't know why this was the first faction that came to my head when you were talking about that, but Aces and Eights. Remember Aces and Eights from
oh,
Impact?
And they try, yeah.
I don't
To
know.
be honest,
Like make it something.
Aces and Eights at the moment, at the beginning, was a good idea.
Yeah,
It was like the idea was good. Now the execution was another story. I think they just let it run too long that they said, you know what, we gotta do something
if
different.
they can make it that dangerous and execute it well, I wouldn't mind that. Like make it like a dangerous group of guys that want to just go in there and kick everyone's ass.
I
Make
kind
it
of
like
mess
that,
with that.
and I
I
wouldn't
kind
mind.
of, and why not put Kingston up in there? I wouldn't mind that. You know what I mean? That would be a cool little faction.
That would
Just
be.
a bunch of crazy ass dudes. I'll fuck with it.
Yeah,
I was like, oh shit, here we go again. Once you hear that music play, fuck.
yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, yeah. Who you guys got winning this match? Danielson or Moxley?
Um, if Danielson really wants to form an alliance with Moxley, I think Moxley will take this. Now, if this is just to like prolong the feud, then I'll see Danielson win.
Yeah.
But I think Moxley is going to take this, and if if this is the route that they're going to go with, like forming an alliance, then John Moxley is going to be a winner. It's going to be a crazy match if it's executed. I won't say perfect, but if their timing and everything goes well in this match is going to be ridiculous. But I got John Moxley winning this match.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think this match is
I
gonna
would.
be insane.
Yeah, I don't know about like if this might be like a hot take.
Here
I
we
would
go.
want to see a tie
A tie.
to
This
lead
guy. You
to
hear this
to lead
guy?
no,
You
to
hear this
lead.
guy?
Wait,
This
you didn't
guy
let me
hates
finish. No, no,
wrestling.
no,
I
no, no,
swear.
you didn't let me finish my thing. To lead to round two, so it can
Okay.
go into possibly like what if it goes to like a bigger and better match, not just like a regular singles match.
I feel like
What if
how
it
you
goes to like
do
a
do the Kenny and Brian kind of
Yeah.
thing.
yeah, like make it like a 30-minute like
Time limit. I
draw.
feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because
I wouldn't
I
mind.
think that's like Danielson's theme now. You're not gonna make him lose or win. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like he used to be the triple threat guy. Now he's just a draw guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The guy who the guy yeah,
Oh
the
my
guy
god!
the guy who just gets put into the triple threat and then
Hell
now
yeah,
he's the
yo!
guy
I've
who
been
just
nervous. I was nervous, man. When it was Colin Page, I was like, this guy's just gonna come out of nowhere and just fucking add himself. I know it. I was like, he has history with both of them. He's been in storylines with both of them. He's gonna insert himself in some type of way.
Oh
But I
my!
like that it's him and Moxley. I was
yeah.
nervous, man. I'm telling you, I thought it was gonna be a triple threat.
That's
Yeah.
WWE, bro. That ain't AEW.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's WWE.
Vince used to be like, fuck it.
You muted yourself.
Oh, you mute yourself.
Yeah, you muted yourself.
There you go.
Yeah, I hear you. We hear you.
Yeah,
Hear you
Vince
good.
used to be like, fuck it, throw him in. Why not? Why
Literally for
not?
every
Why not fucking add him? Why not?
When the match is perfect, oh, we're gonna throw another person. Like, what the hell you doing?
So it was like,
wouldn't be surprised if like WrestleMania, Daniel Bryan's thing
yo,
just
he
comes
just
out like
pops
Brock.
up.
Yeah,
My
like a
son does the
Brock.
Shawn Michaels WrestleMania 12 entrance and just comes from the top of the fucking stadium. And it's like, oh
Yeah,
shit, look who's up there.
yeah, all of a sudden you see the theme song. Yes, yes. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh man, that would be hilarious if that happens. But yeah, I think yeah, I would want to see a round two between these guys if they
I feel
go
you.
like
All right.
all the way in. Next match, the Face of the Revolution ladder match. The winner gets a future TNT championship match, not World Championship TNT.
Yeah.
Keith Lee, Orange Cassidy, Powerhouse Hobbs, Ricky Starks, Wardlow, and either Christian Cage or Ethan Page. That qualifying match I think is happening on Rampage this week.
Rampage? Oh, I think it's Rampage. I'm thinking buy-in. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, I think it was Rampage. I'm pretty sure it's Rampage.
Yeah, Rampage.
Yeah, I would guess. It
Yeah,
would have been
so
cool to put them on buy-in though.
yeah, but that'd be too many matches to add on the
Yeah.
buy-in. Really,
Have
You
to-
didn't really need Hook versus QT.
you gotta send
But
Hook,
I
right?
guess they just want to put Hook in that match. Yeah, I guess they just
Yeah.
want to put Hook on TV.
Yeah. So who do you got winning the ladder match and getting a future TNT title match?
Ladies and gentlemen, I am limitless. And win the TNT title. So if they give this crazy pop at Atlantic City with Keith Lee, I know he's new. I know he still needs to earn it. But if y'all just give him that crazy surprise, it might as well just have him go all the way and then win the TNT title. I don't know when, but I'm going with Keith Lee.
I was gonna go with Wardlow. Wardlow, I think lately he's been getting pop after pop after pop with his power bombs, and everyone's gonna be behind it if he wins.
I don't know about
Especially
Wardlow,
because
but I feel you.
MJF did say last night that if he wins, he doesn't have to give him the
He'll let
title.
him keep the
Uh,
title.
Yeah, and
I
I'm like, I
I,
don't know.
I think after MJF feud is done with CM Punk, I think we will see MJF and Warlord. That's why I don't see Warlord winning this, because he's having this little
Yeah,
conflict
that's
with
true.
with the Pinnacle, not just MJF alone, with the Pinnacle. So I don't see Warlord actually winning the ladder match.
I feel you on that.
Yeah, I didn't think about it that way. I just love the fact that since MJF said that last night, I'm like, is this a way for like a tease to see if he's winning? Would it
Yeah,
be
I
like,
feel you.
because then maybe what if he costs him the TNT title match? Then that's how you start the feud right there.
Yeah,
Um,
I think
I was
he.
like,
I think he. Something happens in the ladder match that cost him the ladder match.
that could be
Not
true.
sure what, but something will happen. I mean, he did stare down Spears this week. You know what I
That
mean?
was hard. That was hard. He said he stared him down. He walked out of the ring. I'm like, yo, you better not mess with
Yeah,
Wardlow.
because I think Wardlow will feud with Spears first, and then maybe we'll get the MJF Wardlow like at a big like maybe Double or Nothing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's been in the making since the beginning. He's been treating him like he was his bitch. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it's been
yeah.
like, yo, this been building up. But I think it all depends who wins on Friday. I
Would you want
think
Christian
I
Cage?
think I no like who wins the title match. I
Oh,
think if
oh,
Sammy stays with the
Uh,
belt, I think if Sammy stays with the belt, I got a hot take. I think Ricky Starks wins.
that would be dope. Not gonna lie,
I
that
fuck
would
with
be
Ricky
pretty dope.
Starks like 1,000%. I love that dude.
Yeah,
But if Andrade wins and we finally get the heel champion, we need a face winning. And there we go, Keith Lee. But I don't know how it would work with Keith Lee versus Sammy. You know what I mean? I don't know how that would really match up.
mm,
I kind of like the Ricky Starks and Sammy kind of situation, but Andrade versus Keith Lee would
yep.
be awesome.
yeah. Imagine how many power bombs are gonna happen in this match. A lot of
Man,
spirit bombs to ladders. A lot of
man. The only reason
Wardlow.
why I say Ricky Starks is because Powerhouse is in there. I think he'll help
Yeah,
him out.
Yeah.
You know
Okay.
what I
yeah,
mean? I think that would be like that. If Sammy keeps the belt, it'll be more reasonable to have a heel win.
Hmm.
Or who says maybe Ethan Page wins? You know what I mean? And
yeah.
he gets help. You know what I mean? I think, but
Scorpio Sky can
I,
help
wa-
him.
I want Ricky Starks to win.
I wouldn't mind that too. I mean, you could have two belts as well, FTW and the TNT.
Yeah,
So it'd
Team
be cool
Taz
just
stepping
to,
up, baby.
yeah. So I wouldn't mind him winning that match either. I mean, a bit. You're right. I think it does really depend on it, and it kind of does confuse me.
Maybe he's the one to take the belt off of Sammy, and then that's when we get the return. Brian
Brian
Cage
Cage.
has
Ooh.
Ooh.
re-signed. They said they're keeping his contract.
Yeah, they extended his
Double or
contract.
nothing. Ricky Starks,
Ooh.
Brian Cage, and then we
Or
finally get the
what if
big
Powerhouse
moment
Hobbs?
for
Powerhouse Hobbs wins it.
oh him. Maybe he wins, but I think we're gonna get the big like Team Taz versus Brian Cage at Double or Nothing. I think he's
I
coming
feel
back
like the
before then.
FTW title was the big match for them.
Yeah, but nah, it's not. Not that it's not a real belt. It's more of a symbolism belt. It's not like a
Yeah.
title, like a championship title. But I think Brian Cage deserves a championship, and I think it's I think it should be the TNT title. Like I do think he should be in the world title picture, but right now he just doesn't fit there. Like there's like so much going on there, they just can't throw him in. So the best way to do it is TNT title.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should agree with that one. I mean, I think either one
I
of the,
always look long term. That's why my bookings be like, yeah, Ricky
would you give
Stark, like yeah.
if one of them wins it, would you give Hook a chance right away too? Like, would you give him a
Nah,
big moment like that, or is
nah,
that too
Nah,
soon?
I would have listen, this is what I would do. I would have Ricky Starks win, right? Go for the title, and I would put Hook and Powerhouse Hobbs as a tag team for a little
That would be
bit and
awesome.
see what that works out. See how that looks. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because right now you have Hook feuding with QT, but like it's like who really gives a fuck about QT? You know what I mean? Like it's like one of those that's like So I think
uh,
right now if you don't really have nothing for Hook or Powerhouse,
put him
put
in
them in a
taxi.
tag team and see
Yeah,
what's up. Why not them versus Top
top
Flight,
flight.
them versus 2.0, them versus you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, put him in the rankings. You know, I wouldn't mind
yeah,
that. Give him a tag team title opportunity. That would be a cool feud between
yeah,
them and
why not?
Jurassic Express.
It gives them something to do.
Yeah,
While
I
Ricky
never
Starks
thought
is
about that as a
champion, and
tag
then
team
he's like,
because they're
and then it's like
underrated to a
kind of
point.
like Team Taz is on top of the world
Yeah, they're
till
they're an
Brian Cage comes
underrated.
back.
Yeah, they're an underrated group, but I've
Yeah,
loved them since day one. But it's like sometimes I don't think they know where to go with them.
yeah,
Like you have them in big moments, they've had big matches and big storylines, but they don't really go anywhere.
yeah.
Like they just
I
surround
feel you.
themselves against the FTW World Title. Like you've had Brian Cage with it, he's out of the group. They have Ricky
Hmm.
Starks with it. It's like, is that what the group is based around, or is it like how badass they can be?
Yeah, like I like the storyline with Powerhouse and CM Punk. I thought that was dope for a little bit.
Yeah, but it lasted for like 2 weeks, and then that
Yeah,
was it.
Yeah.
yeah. It was just like I thought it was gonna eventually lead up to the Punk and Hook match, and that was gonna be like Hook's like, here we go. This is how we're gonna legitimize you as a badass. We're
That
gonna
he
let
started
you
this.
give Punk his first loss. I thought that's what was gonna happen, but it just never panned out that way. And
Punk
now,
started the whole thing. He said send
Yeah.
Hook. That's how it started the whole entire
yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
So it made sense. And I'm like, it writes itself. Like it literally writes itself.
exactly.
But then they
He's the
just
one who kicked him off as being the top selling T-shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees. It was just so many things happened that was like, this is the guy that should be feuding with him. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, this is how you legitimize a guy that's coming up, and make him a star.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is how we
That
talked about last week. Who's gonna be more relevant in 10 years? Dominic Mysterio, Hook, we don't know. But
yeah,
whoever gets legitimized first,
yeah,
really, and how they treat them.
yeah. That is true. I think Hook is already legitimized right now. I think he's
I
more
think I
legitimized.
think it's more that he's just over. I think it's and he's not really the difference is it's like Dominic Mysterio is Ray's son, and that's his like gimmick,
Yeah.
which I fucking hate. Like every time they talk about Dominic, they gotta talk about Ray. Oh, the first father son. Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Hook, I didn't even know he was really Taz's son till I
Yeah.
had to look that shit up. You know
For
what I mean?
real.
Yeah, I
They
forget that too. I
they've
forget
never
that's his
like
son.
held on to that. That's Taz's son. Like he'll make little remarks on commentary here and there, but like it's not like his whole gimmick. It's just that he's a badass.
Yeah, it's just like I respect Taz because he does not want to get involved with a lot of Hook stuff. Like
Yeah,
he's like, I'd
I
rather
like.
commentate and do his stuff than go out there and be like
Yeah.
around the ring.
Yeah,
Done.
So like that's
and
right. That's
Taz on
right.
commentary.
I was gonna do the
Always,
same thing.
always loved it.
Yeah,
Always.
Oh man.
it brings me back to a lot of good old days with his voice. It's
Oh
cool.
hell yeah! There's so many calls. Like people be talking. Like I love Jim Ross, but there's a lot of Taz like low key moments that's happened.
Nah. Cole and Taz were the guys on SmackDown. Like
Yup.
Yeah,
Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler, we'll give them the props. Like they were amazing.
Yeah.
But Michael Cole and Taz, SmackDown, early
And while SmackDown was on fire,
come on now.
yeah. You got to give them their props too.
hell
You
yeah.
got to give them their props too.
I mean, I still don't like that they did Taz the way they did, but that's another story.
Yeah,
Should
yeah.
just let my guy wrestle, man.
For
But
real,
he was a natural in commentary.
he was natural. He's good at what he does, and I
Hell
respect him for
yeah.
that. He's a great voice, great because he sells a lot of stuff when he's on commentary, and he's literally one of the voices of wrestling right now, and always has been for a while.
Hell
It's
yeah.
like it's like Jr. Um, like Michael Cole, and then I guess you could put Taz up there.
Yeah, I
Definitely
would
my
put
top
Taz
three.
before I put the King.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. I was gonna say
Yeah,
let him
I feel
put
like the King was just like punchlines. He wasn't really like
Yeah.
describing stuff. I kind
just
of look at
corny jokes. Corny
yeah,
jokes.
I kind of look at Taz as like when SmackDown was going on, he was kind of like WWE. He was like SmackDown's Joe Rogan. You know what I mean? Like he was actually
Yeah.
talking about the match and what was going on in the storylines and shit. He wasn't just being like, "Oh yeah, puppies, lit,
Yeah.
corny ass jokes." You know what I mean? Like dad ass jokes. I was just like, here we go. That's why Raw was kind of hard to watch back in the day. But
It
that's
was.
another story.
Yeah, it's the it's a whole different. Yeah,
It
that's
wasn't
fact.
just Triple H's Reign of Terror. It was a lot of King, man. It was a lot of King.
That is true. That is true. So who do you guys got winning this match? I got Wardlow. Come on, the big war dog, Wardlow. Love
God
the name of it.
Starks, baby.
I got the Limitless.
Which I
Three.
think is what's gonna happen. But I would love to
Yeah,
start. Yeah.
yeah. I feel like that's gonna be the more likely winner of this
And
match.
to be honest, I didn't even know there was a another person.
Yeah, they announced it last night. I didn't think they were gonna do one more either
I
with
Yeah,
him.
Yeah, I missed that. I thought it was gonna be like, of course, like AW a surprise entrant, but I
yeah,
thought it was gonna be like
That's what I thought was gonna think too.
my whole idea was like, oh, this is where we get Swerve, but then he was announced for Ring of Honor. I said, oh, we're not gonna
yeah,
see it for a little bit, but then all that happened. But yeah,
Yeah,
but it's cool that they're keeping it because I feel like every ladder match that they do, it's always like that surprise opponent. I like that you know who's in the match. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And it's not like, oh, maybe this guy shows up and he wins it. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah. Now it's like the new guy is in it, and who is he gonna
yeah,
win it?
like when they do the casino battle royal, it's like, oh, who's gonna show up as the Joker?
yeah,
It's like, man, get out of here.
Yeah,
You already know who's gonna show up. It's the person who they've been talking about that they're signing for like 2 months already.
yeah, for
You know
real.
who's showing
The
up.
guy whose 90-day
When's the
contract is
90
coming up.
days up?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay. I tell you who's
yeah.
showing up.
That's what I thought it was Jeff Hardy for like showing up early. I thought his 90 days was up this weekend or soon. But I know it's March, but I didn't know
Nah,
when.
it was in mid December.
yeah,
Cause I remember it was when I was over there for Jimmy Jacobs. I was in LA for Jimmy Jacobs interview. When I
Ah,
woke up, I saw the alert and I fucking threw my phone. I was fucking tight. Fucking
yeah, I
doing
could
my
imagine.
guy Jeff dirty like that. My son just walked
Accused
out
him
into the
of like
crowd and said, "Peace. I'm out of here."
for real, man. God, I feel so bad, but it's like
Nah, he
they
did that
just
shit.
did
He
him
he
wrong,
knew
man.
he knew what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah,
That was probably good for him. Look at him now. He got all these matches set up in the Indies. Looks fucking fire. SAT versus Briscoes. Winner faces the Hardys. What?
yeah.
What? Holy
A lot of
shit.
dream matchups, insane.
Oh my god. Yeah. That it's gonna be seeing them back in the Indies is gonna be dope.
It's gonna be
I,
big.
I hope they hold off with Jeff in AEW. I feel like he doesn't really need to be there.
But they're
But
teasing it though. They're
why
teasing
not?
it
You know
though.
what I mean? But it's one of those things that's like, why not? But then again, it's like maybe this is why they have Matt Hardy kind of turning
yeah,
Yeah,
on HFO and kind
yeah,
of turning on Isaiah and Mark.
yeah.
Maybe we
oof.
get Private Party versus the Hardys somewhere
Parties,
down the line.
of
We get the
course.
rematch, which would be fucking fire. And
From
I'm
like what?
down for it.
That was that House of Glory match, right? They had a House of Glory match
Yeah.
once a
Yeah.
couple years ago. Yeah,
Yeah. They
they
had
did.
I don't I know they had the one with the Dudleys and I think they had a one-on-one.
Oh, they did. I didn't know that about
Yeah.
her.
That shit was random when the Dudleys came to HOG. It was just like, yeah, fuck it. Throw them in there too. It was one of those, fuck it, sign them. And guess what? I was there. I was like, fuck it, I'm going.
uh, so
But
yeah,
yeah, maybe that's what it's leading up to.
maybe who knows?
Yeah.
You may never know. It could happen at any point. We didn't expect a lot
Facts.
of these signings and showing ups, but
Oh yeah.
you never know. Three more matches left. The AEW Women's World Championship: Thunder Rosa versus
Can we
Britt
just say, hold
Baker.
up, before we go into these last three matches, these are fucking heavy
Yeah,
hitters.
these are
These
heavy.
matches,
Yeah, these
like
last
this
three.
card is all like fucking ridiculous, but like these last three matches that we're about to talk about are like fucking heavy hitters.
And one of them, I'll let you know down the line when we get to that match. I'll let you know which one I think should main event. But this
Ah,
women's championship, Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa.
whew,
I hope they repeat their first match, even though it's not a disqualification match. I hope they repeat how good their first match was.
it's gonna be ridiculous. I'm
It
gonna
is
tell
going
you
to be
that right
ridiculous.
now.
Like I don't know who I want to win.
I'll
Like
tell you right now. Thunder Rosa is getting the nod. She's finally getting that win over Britt. Um, I think it's time. I think it's time for Britt to let go of the belt for a little bit.
yeah,
Like
because
I
I was
said,
I
Britt
was
is one of those people right now that she's the top female in the company. She don't need the belt at all to make people want to watch her. I mean, Thunder Rosa too. Like they're the top two women. But I think Thunder Rosa gets the win. I think she finally gets the title.
yeah, because I was gonna say like I think this is just the beginning of Britt Baker's title reign, and she's been champion since May of last year.
Yep.
She's hasn't done much, and it's like she can do a lot now, but
I don't know. I've liked her title reign so far.
yeah, but it's like I think her biggest feud was with Ruby Soho. And that was a Dynamite match.
Ruby Soho.
Yeah, and it's like that's biggest match, and this is their now second biggest match she's had since her title reign. Like they could do a lot more with this. Would I be
Yeah.
surprised if they let it go Sunday?
The
Not really.
the one with Conti was fucking ridiculous. That match was more fire than anybody thought it was gonna be, and more competitive than anyone thought it was gonna be. I forgot what show that was on.
Full Gear.
Full Gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that match was pretty good. That a lot of people don't talk about. It was actually one of those that I thought Britt might have like in the middle of it. I was like, "Yo, is she about to take the L? Like, are they
I
about to
thought so
take the
too.
title
I
over her
thought
just
so
like
too.
that?"
Do you have Britt Baker retaining, Henry? Do you think she's gonna retain?
I wanted Thunder Rosa first because I was like, yo, it's that time. But after last night, after I saw Thunder Rosa pinning Britt Baker, I don't know if that really like indicate that Britt Baker is going to retain come Sunday.
The classic go home show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Never stand tall. Never stand tall.
so I my first choice was Thunder Rosa. Like I was like, okay, she needs this. Like she needs to win. But after what I saw last night, I think Britt Baker's gonna retain.
Yeah,
I could be
I feel you on that.
I could be wrong. Thunder Rosa could still win. But after what I saw last night, Thunder Rosa pinning Britt Baker, I think Britt Baker's gonna retain come Sunday.
I
No,
would.
no,
That's what I thought too. I was like, she stood tall. I'm like, please no.
I know
Like this is
it broke my heart too when I saw it. I was like,
yeah.
"Fuck."
They want to give her the moment before Revolution. It's like, oh, you're not gonna win Sunday, but here's a win on Dynamite the week before. But it's like I hate I don't like when those moments happen. I think the one that really gets me tight and Joel, we talk about it all the time, where Brock ended up getting the lower hand against Taker that WrestleMania when he broke the streak, and ever since then it's like it kind of hurts me that I would think of that. It's like what Brock did it and he beat the streak. You know what I mean? Whoever gets the upper hand this week, you're losing. Like, that's like a guaranteed fact
I
now.
don't know why you had to bring up the streak. You know that's a sensitive topic on this podcast.
Right?
But it's true. It's a tale as old as time. If you stand tall, the go home show, you're gonna fucking take the L.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless you're like Triple H or like maybe The Rock. You know what I mean? Or Cena. You know what I mean? Unless you're one of those guys, if you're on the go home show and you're standing tall, you're probably taking the L.
And you're
Which
right.
it kind of sucks because it kind of gives away what's happening. But as a fan, you're like, I don't want to believe it. And then it just fucking happens. And you're like, I should have fucking knew. You know what I mean? It's like, damn it. I didn't want to believe it, but if it is what
You
it
have it
is.
anyways.
Yeah. But maybe she breaks the streak. Maybe
Maybe.
she stands tall. I doubt it, but I
Everyone
hope.
everyone I'm not you know what? I changed my
But you know
answer. I
what?
want them to win.
I
I
wouldn't be
want this
mad with Britt either. I love Britt.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not mad if she does retain. I just
It
think it's time for a new champion.
there's so much they can do with her still with this title reign.
Oh yeah, of course.
And there's so many people she still can go up against. A lot of these dream matches and rematches and still everyone's gonna that she still hasn't faced yet.
Man, I've been waiting for Perazzo to show up so we
Yes.
get
It's been a
Perazzo on
fucking
Baker.
month.
I've been fucking waiting. And now that like it was always like, oh, Impact is right there. And then now it's like she's so close. Ring of Honor is
Yeah,
under
she
y'all.
bought
Like it's
yeah,
so
mhm.
close.
They you're right. They had the partnership with Impact, didn't have that match, scrapped the whole partnership,
I
bought
don't
Ring
know
of
about
Honor.
scrapped.
Well, right as of
I
right now,
don't know.
as of right now,
Like it's
as of right
still
now,
like little pieces that's like, hey, weren't you just on Impact,
as
homie?
of right now, as of right
Yeah.
now, it's
It's
kind of
not like no storylines crossing over. I
yeah.
feel you. I feel
Since
you.
you guys brought up Perazzo, let's say Britt Baker retains the AEW Women's Championship. Do you think she'll pop up out of nowhere this Sunday?
I would love that. I would love that to happen. I didn't think of like her that happening at Revolution. I was gonna think like either along the line of from now to Double or Nothing, but I wouldn't be mad if it happened this Sunday and it led to a match at Double or Nothing still. It's long, it's a couple months away, but that match will be fun. I hope it does now. I actually like I said, I didn't think of it for this Sunday, but now I do. Now I do. I actually want it to happen as soon as possible because that match would be. We wanted this match for a long time.
I've been
Put
saying that.
title for title, winner takes all.
Henry, if that happens, I would do a backflip in my living room if she
I don't. He
just
doesn't know how to do
pops
a
up.
backflip. He doesn't know how to do a backflip. Do you know how to do a
Oh,
Just
backflip?
don't end up in a hospital.
Yeah.
what? What? Nah, I'll put a
we're
mattress
gonna,
down. I'll
we're
be
gonna,
alright.
we're gonna see Joel in the news. Be like
Yo.
local Queens because kid
And they're
just
gonna
did
interview
a
me and they're gonna be
backflip.
like, what happened? I'll be like,
He's
you don't understand.
like
Fucking
watch
Perazo
Revolution.
showed up on Revolution.
He
You
was
don't
playing the clip.
understand. I
Yo, like,
had
like,
to.
who the heck is Perazo? Like, in WWE before?
I'm like, yo, if that happens, that would be so elite. But like Nick said, I would like it to happen down the
Yes.
line. I wouldn't mess with a match at Double or Nothing. I would rather Britt show up at the Ring of Honor Supercard
Mm,
after
Ooh,
Perazo wins, and they
that's
kind of
coming
have
up.
like a little stare down,
oh yeah.
kind of like teasing the match, but nothing gets announced, and then Perazo just starts showing up. You know what I mean? Like,
She calls her
uh,
own shots. That's the cool thing about it. She showed up to AAA one day. Just
she has the belt. She's the
yeah, she
champion.
has their belt now
She's
because
double
she
champ.
That's dope,
She's
man.
the belt collector, homie, and she's looking for that AEW title next.
she is just standing there with the binoculars waiting for Britt Baker to win on Sunday. She's like, I'm coming for that belt next. You better be ready. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened, Henry. I would actually want that to happen. I would want to see that happen.
It's gonna be a crazy pop if it does happen.
Oh,
Whew.
for
Hell yeah.
sure. For sure. Oh man, I just got chills. I just got chills.
Man,
That is
I love
insane.
that. I love that wrestling fans just know about like everything lately. What gets me tight is like we've talked about this. I think the worst pop. I know this is off topic, but I just need to talk about it because it just always gets me pissed. It popped into my mind. The worst pop of like a debut or return will always be for me when the Good Brothers showed up on Raw
Yeah.
in random ass Wisconsin.
Really?
And it was like no one knew who the fuck they were. And it was like, bro,
Come
they
on.
de-
Go
they
ahead.
debuted the week after Mania. You could have had them debut the night after Mania.
Yep.
And that pop would have been fucking
10 times better.
insane. They showed up in Wisconsin and everybody was just like, nice. Cool. Like you see some fans, like there's certain fans that you see like you can see in their face like, oh shit. And then the rest of the people just don't give a fuck. But I love now that everybody's like kind of on top of like wrestling fans know of other promotions, whether they hate them, love them, or just try not to acknowledge them. Because of course we all know those wrestling fans that be like, no, what I watch is the best. And they're like, go fuck yourself. But everyone knows who everyone is kind of right now.
Yeah.
I feel like if a moment like that happened, it would just be incredible.
It would. It would. Yeah, that would.
And we won't
So
have a replay of the fucking Good Brothers. That was disgusting.
Listen,
Go, Henry, if you don't remember it, go back and watch it
listen,
because
you're dealing with casual fans over here. You're not dealing with hardcore fans. If it was
yeah.
hardcore fans, the pop would have been crazy. But you're dealing with casual
yeah,
fans that if you mention wrestling, the only brand that they will think about is WWE.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. In Wisconsin, like no, I'm not trying to shit on them, but I'm gonna shit on them. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, and that's on WWE too, because you should have just had them show up the night after Mania. Because I
Yeah.
think that was the
Bad
year of
booking over there.
Dallas, right?
That was
Yeah,
That was the year of
yeah.
Dallas where AJ won the main event and was number one contender. Why not have them just debut on that show?
I think that was AJ's WrestleMania debut. He actually lost to Jericho.
No, he lost to Jericho, but the night after at Raw, he won the number one contender. It was
Yeah.
like a fatal four that
Yes, yes,
Cesaro came
yes.
back.
Yes.
And
Yes.
again, I'm not even gonna start with that with Cesaro.
No, don't
We'll
even
go.
go
You know
there. I
what?
didn't want
Who we got winning this match?
to Britt Baker. I got
Yeah.
Britt Baker.
I love Britt. I'm gonna say Thunder just to be different. Just to
Go
be
off. Joel's hot take on this episode. I know you're gonna
Oh
try.
yeah, that was the little hot take I had this episode.
Oh, okay.
Henry, if you don't know, I have at least a little bit, like every episode, at least like 2 or 3 minutes of a little hot take. That
Yeah.
was that
No,
was my little rant.
no worries. I
Yeah.
have the frustrations that you have. I'll be having mine as well. So don't worry.
Yeah. We all got that one hot take. It's okay. That's
It's just
what we
like,
do.
oh
That's why
man.
we're here. That's why we're here. Second to last match I see, and this is the match I was saying I think should be main event. CM Punk versus MJF dog collar match. That should best storyline on this card, hands down, without a doubt. Like I don't think the World Championship is a better storyline wise. Is the best out of every match on this card. Like this match, especially after the last night and MJS promo 2 weeks ago, that is like I was invested from that promo. I knew a lot of people fell for it. We spoke a lot about this last week, Joel.
Yep.
It flew over everyone's heads, and it happened last night.
I don't think so. I knew he had something up his sleeve. I don't think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm not saying like
I'm
what he said was like false. I'm just saying like he's fucking with everyone here. Like
Yeah,
that's what MJF was planning on doing, and he did. And he
what a
last night,
fucking promo though.
yeah, what a
yeah,
promo
That
that was.
promo last week was just like I couldn't even tell. Like it was just fucking like it showed that MJF is the top heel in that company right now.
Yeah,
And might be the top heel,
forever.
I would say, in the US right now. Because he is wow. The promos, like of course he's not the best technical wrestler, but he's gonna make you hate him. He's gonna make you watch him. He's gonna make you order that pay-per-view. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
he's just that guy. That promo last week, the promo last night, and the callback to I Am the Devil himself. Wow. What a callback. What a
yeah.
callback. Leaving him bloody. I will disagree with you that they should be the main event, but I'm just a
I think so.
person that I always like the title closing the show.
yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
that kind of person. I like the title closing the show. Will it will might it be a Rock and Hogan situation with Triple H and Jericho having to follow? That was like, maybe because that match is gonna be insane. But I always say have the title close the show.
yeah.
But that's just me. That's
I'm
just
more.
me.
I agree with that. Like I'm not saying I don't want the world title to be. It's just a story with this one. It just went far. It went deep. It went personal.
Yeah,
It's
it
the
was
one of the
fire.
match that everyone's looking forward to. And I don't want that to overshadow the world title. I don't want that
Yeah.
match 'cause that match is gonna go hard.
Hell yeah.
It is gonna be bloody. It is gonna be physical, and it is gonna be like I think it's gonna be match of the year. I think so.
Ooh.
I'm going that far in this.
If they do this properly, yep,
It'll be up there.
yep.
It will
That's
be a
why, yeah,
contender.
it will be. That's why I'm hoping it ends because if they do put on a 5-star match, Howard, I mean, yeah, Adam Cole and Adam Page can easily top that, but I think people aren't going to remember that main event, and they should. So,
Yeah. I
and
mean, I that's like what happened with All Out. I think the main event was a fucking hell of a main event.
but then when
Christian
Adam
Cage
Cole,
versus
yeah,
Omega. Christian put every Henry. I don't know if you listen to the podcast, but I have been saying for months now, Christian is having a better run than Edge. I firmly believe in that. He's having better matches, better storylines. Yeah, Edge is on the bigger stage and with bigger stars,
Yeah,
but Christian's fucking killing it.
yeah. Christian. Ever since Christian Cage came to AEW, he has been putting on.
Yeah, and that match at All Out got overshadowed by Daniel and Cole coming out, but that match kicked ass. Even him taking fuck,
a
I
kill,
hate to
one beginning,
off the second rope
yeah,
with the injuries he has. That's risky as fuck. I
Mhm.
give it to him. Um, so I feel you with it overshadowing, but I don't know, man. I do think it's gonna be a contender for match of the year. I have a question? Do you have MJF pick up the win?
of course.
And if
No,
you have him pick up the win, no?
no.
Who you got?
Why do you say
You have
that,
Punk?
Andre?
Because here, I was thinking about this. Here's the thing. Okay, we mentioned Warlord, right?
Yeah.
MJF beat CM Punk at Chicago.
with the help of Wardlow.
with the help of Warlord.
Yeah.
Now, I do believe Punk should win, and also I do believe that this could lead. This is why I didn't want this. Is not that I didn't want. Excuse me. This is why I didn't choose Warlord for this to win the ladder match, because who knows? Come Sunday, it could probably be early, but who knows? Come Sunday, Warlord can cost MJF the match.
Yep.
That could be true. But I
Setting up
think of it,
Wardlow and
yeah,
MJF.
I think that like if the way I see with MJF beating CM Punk, it's like his catchphrase is "I'm better than you and you know it." If he beats the best in the world twice, he's better than the best in the world.
Uh,
What's one way
What
to
a
top?
stinger. What a
Yeah,
stinger.
and it's like you can't disagree. He beat him twice. You can't
Oh,
argue against that. You know what I mean? So I think that
yeah.
really legitimizes MJF. He's better than CM Punk.
and he knows.
Um, yeah, and he knows it, and everybody exactly, and he knows it, and everyone should know that by now. So it's like, I think that would be legit for MJF, and I actually kind of want to see that if he doesn't get Wardlow's help or anybody else's help,
Yeah.
Everybody
does it
like,
cleanly.
oh, like when they play like rather like 2K or like basketball and stuff, and once you beat them, be like, yo, I'm better than you. You know
Yeah, yeah, it's like yeah, that is true, but he actually it works well with him though. I like the way he uses it. Like he doesn't like he stares in the eyes like, "Yo, I'm better than you, and you know it." And it's like, "Fuck, that's right. I guess that's right. I guess that's right."
That's,
it.
I
it's
First,
agree with
like,
you. I agree with
or it's like, fuck this
you.
guy. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
damn.
I didn't like it at first when he used it in MLW. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Then,
Yeah.
but then as they allowed him, more control in the promos and stuff, I was like, okay, this is a lot better.
No,
Yeah.
yeah,
You actually
he's
like tie that into everything, and it works
hell
very
yeah.
well. It's like
He's just
that's his.
so good. He's just
Yeah,
so
he's
good on
so
the
good at
mic,
everything.
man.
Yeah.
He's just so good on the mic.
Like, would you like? I would honestly like. He's on Cameo for like $600. That's fucking expensive for Cameo. I don't know why he's on there for that much,
Wait,
but
how much?
600, 500, $600, and I
But
I wouldn't pay
a
that
lot
much.
in AEW, what the hell?
Yeah, like I wouldn't pay that much, but I would pay something to have him roast me up from Cameo. I wouldn't mind,
Yo, six
But
but it's
then,
like
$600 to get roasted is fucking
I wouldn't pay that
ridiculous.
much, but like I would pay a lot to get
but
him
then
to
again,
roast.
someone paid $400 to shoot their shot with Alexa Bliss. So
Yeah, I
Which
remember that.
is
Uh, yeah,
crazy. Crazy.
yeah,
People, yo, I don't
yeah,
understand wrestling fans, man.
exactly.
don't either, bro.
I don't understand them.
Oh, you got to shoot your shot, right? I mean, you got to do
I
something.
mean,
four
I
hundred
guess you
dollars is
gotta do
only
what you gotta do, but
yeah. And she
wow.
was married. She was engaged or something. She's like, "Sorry, I'm engaged." I'm like, "Dude, do your research first before you spend your money.
They
At least
don't
do."
care.
Yeah, they paid $400. Hilarious.
That's
Uh,
wow. I didn't
that's
Hey,
hilarious.
you know what you could do it for $100? Shoot.
That's funny. She
that shit
got
could
400
went
bucks from it though. She got 400 bucks. Said
that
no.
shit
It's
could
like,
went somewhere else. That
yeah,
$400. You could have bought like a replica title with that
yeah,
if you like a
For
exactly.
real
real.
fan.
Yeah.
Sky, yo,
Uh,
people are fucking funny.
oh my god, wrestling fans are so weird. It's so funny. Um,
Yo, but what I like about MJF is like he's like really never out of character. Have you
yeah.
seen? I forgot who it was that did it. It was still while he was on the Indies. They did like a documentary of him on YouTube,
Yes, I
like
saw
with
that. I saw
his
that.
family and shit. It was just like, yo, this guy, like, it's so corny, but it's like, yo, it's so good because it's just like, fuck, man, this
Like
guy's
that's
so
how he
good.
is. He's like he does interactions with kids, and it's like it's so hilarious.
Oh,
For
like at the meet
sure.
and greets? Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
Oh god, he just curses kids out. It's like how do anyone have the balls to do that? It's like you go up to a kid and just say shit to their faces.
Yo, that man is
Yo,
something else.
I told my buddies if he ever does a meet and greet. I mean, he did a meet and greet at Comic Con and stuff. But if he ever
Yeah,
did a meet and greet around New York City where I know I could be there,
Yeah.
I'm not messing with this guy. This guy is gonna be something else.
yeah,
I'm not messing with him.
I
yeah.
know he does them out in Long Island. Like he does it at the Creator Pro, like when they do like the holiday drives and shit. he does the meet and greets, and
Oh,
again, strictly in character.
my buddies had experience with that when he was there. Oh my god,
Yeah.
they had a crazy experience.
What
I'm like,
happened?
uh, I'm not gonna meet him
Oh,
at all.
yeah. That is bad. I want to, but it's like I don't know what he's gonna say. So I was like, shit, should I do it? Should I not do
No.
it? It's like,
Yeah, like you could be out there, be like, "Hey, I'm a big fan of you," and all of a sudden he comes out of nowhere and disrespects you. Like, hell no.
yeah.
Man,
uh,
tries to cut a promo on you. Like, man, I'm just trying to enjoy this show.
yeah, I
Relax.
didn't even date. I just walked past you. I don't know why you roasted me. I'm like, but we get to the last match to wrap it up. Adam Cole versus Adam Page, AEW World Title match. Is it too soon for Heyman to lose, or is it too soon for Cole to win?
Uh,
I don't know.
I want my boy Adam Cole to win, but I don't think Hangman Page is gonna let go of that belt anytime soon.
Same here. Same
Yeah,
here.
it's tough to say
Uh,
because it's bad. I think it's bad timing for Cole to get the title shot. I thought it would have happened at Double or Nothing.
yeah.
I
But they did it now.
I just think it's bad time. I think it is a bad timing because you're trying to build this feud with Elite and whatever faction they're gonna call themselves with Cole and the Red Dragons. But I also forgot too that Kyle O'Reilly was a father. He had a baby came in the world. So that's why I think that's why the feud kind of delayed a little bit
Yeah,
because of
Yeah.
the fact that not only Kenny Omega is still not recovered, but Kyle O'Reilly became a father.
yeah,
So those two alone like kind of delayed the feud, which led Adam Cole to become the new number one contender for the AEW World Title.
would agree with that. Yeah,
I'm excited, but at the same time, it's like this dude's gonna take the L train. Like this is poor timing.
Yeah, it's kind of like you already know what's gonna happen. Like you
yeah.
already know the end of the story.
Like
It's kind of like,
I hate to admit it. Like I hate to think about that, but it's like it's not the best time to give him the title shot. Like I think it's
yeah,
mainly because of the fans saying like, "Oh, he's not getting a big push." Blah blah blah. Like I guess it was bad timing to put this match because of that.
All right, about that push. First and foremost, everybody knows who's Adam Cole
Yeah,
yep.
because of the NXT run. You're a
yeah,
hardcore fan. You've been knowing him since Ring of Honor.
Oh,
yeah,
the Ring
So,
of Honor, that run was ridiculous.
but if you starting to know him from 2017 and now, like it's not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt Adam Cole because
yeah,
like the pop that he had at All Out. Come on now,
yeah,
come on now. But it's just bad timing. I honestly thought he would get this title shot either by the end of this year or by the beginning of 2023. But
Yeah,
right now it sucks, but I understand because of Kyle O'Reilly um right now becoming a father, and then Kenny Omega still not recovering from
yeah,
that. I think he had held for a very long time, and I don't think it's just the title reigns that he had 2020 and 2021 alone. I think it's just the injuries that he had when he was in New Japan and stuff that he wasn't able to recover,
yeah. They just been
yeah,
nagging
or
injuries.
just having or to have a surgery to like come back better. So yeah, those are the two reasons why the feud hasn't like got together for Revolution. But I don't think Adam Cole is gonna win. I want him to win. I'm a huge Adam Cole fan, but I'm
same here.
gonna win.
Yeah, like I think yeah, I agree with. I'm a big Adam Cole fan. I want him to win desperately, but I know they're gonna keep the title on Page, and it's like it sucks to think about. It's like it's just I hate it hurts me to think about that Adam Cole was gonna lose. And I'm not gonna say like I'm not gonna be that fan. It's gonna like say like Adam Cole obviously did not have a bad run in AEW. He's been killing it since he got there, and people are gonna complain like, oh, Adam Cole is not a big main event guy now. Like relax, like
Yeah, a
he's
lot of people been complaining about how they've been handling him. I'm like, oh, this
yeah,
guy's in one of the biggest storylines in the company.
company. Yeah, it's like I hate these. This is why we also hate. Like, you said it a
Oh, the
lot of
worst.
times.
Oh, the worst fans in the world of wrestling fans.
Yeah.
Fickle, bunch of fickles.
Yeah, yeah, bunch of pickles. Yeah,
Oh,
like I love Adam Cole, but I don't think he's gonna win it. I think it's like you said, bad timing for the title match. Also Paige just got the belt.
Not long ago.
Yeah, and they held off on that for a while because he
Yeah,
should have been champion a while ago.
Yeah,
Like they held off on that, which
because
was
he also became a father.
yeah,
So
he father.
yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I was complaining about, but we forgot that he was going to be a father, so that's why they ran him. They
yeah. He just
they wrote him
disappeared for a little
off.
bit. Yeah,
Yeah,
because he probably would have won the belt sooner,
at all
but then
out. I think it was
it
at all out. That
yeah,
was what
that
happened.
would have been the full circle. Oh my god, how beautiful that would have been.
Ah,
yep.
that also hurts me to think about.
That he lost in 2019 against Chris Jericho, but that's for him to have a championship experience because he never had a
Exactly.
experience like that. To come back to 2021 and beat Kenny Omega, the one guy that everybody thought that he was unstoppable because of all the belts that he was holding, bro.
And they had beef,
Yeah, and they had
Yeah,
former tag team champions too in AEW. Um,
which that also that went on for a little longer than
yeah,
we would have
yeah,
expected, but
they really put. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, they really pushed that one, but
yeah,
that would have been a beautiful storyline. But he had a kid on the way, so that's
yeah,
why
I even forgot about that they wrote him off for a little bit because of that.
that's why that championship match happened at Full Gear instead of All Out.
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel you on that. I think they should have. I mean, there's no one really else to put in that position because I was like, you could have really held off on it and put somebody else in that position, but just the way that everybody else is lined up, there was nobody else to put in that predicament.
Hmm?
Yeah.
The only other person would have been like a Brian Moxley, and they're fighting each other. Maybe a Kingston, but how would you even like put that in? You know what I mean? Like it's all those stuff that's
Danielson, the
like
triple threat guy. The triple threat
the
guy.
triple threat guy. It's just like one of those things that's just like, yeah, I guess it's gotta happen. And like you said, it won't hurt Cole. Um, so I think it's not that bad. And also I think they're gonna have a good match.
They are. Yeah.
Cole is incredible, Hangman's incredible. We've never really seen uh to my recollection like a one-on-one with just them two.
I think they had a one on one before in ROH. That was when Cole was like little by little leaving to go to the.
Yeah.
Bullet Club. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So they have. I just yeah, I couldn't remember that.
Yeah, because I think that's when Hangman joined.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they would try. He was like, he's always been the second Adam.
Yeah, the second Adam.
But yeah, it's just because I remember that when Hangman went to Ring of Honor, but my boy was like, "Yeah, Adam Page." I was like, "You mean Adam Cole?" He was like, "No,
You
Adam
go
Page." I
Adam
was like,
Page. Yeah.
"Oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah. I've seen this guy. I just didn't know that was his name." And then that's how I got into him. But I didn't even realize that they've had a one on one. So well, here we go, part two.
Yeah, the big time money match.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think, like I said, I think they'll have a great match together. Now, will it be overshadowed over this dog collar match? Who knows?
Who knows? Who
You
knows?
know what I
Yeah.
mean? Who knows?
Yeah.
And who knows how this pay per view ends? Who
We
knows
don't
how
know.
this ends? There's
We don't know.
so many possibilities. There's so many things that they could pull. There's so many like maybe Adam Cole gets help from the Red Dragons. Maybe this is where we see Kenny return. Maybe this is
Yeah.
the reunion of the elite. You know what I mean? I've also seen somebody say the reunion of the elite, and we also see a Bullet Club, little
What if Jay White?
cameo
Jay White
where
comes
the
out.
where yeah, I was reading some. I was reading. I think it was like on Reddit or some shit. People like it would be cool. Like we see a reunion with the elite, and then like as Cole and Red Dragon are leaving, you just see the Bullet Club just on the stage or backstage, just looking at the screen that says, you know what I mean? Like just have, and then it's like kind of just planting the seeds of this might happen.
Yeah.
They're fully like together now, and then this is where Nick talked about blood and guts. Maybe that's what we get with that. You know what I mean? Like
That would
there's
be
so many
insane.
possibilities for this pay per view to end. We have no idea, and that's what's lovely about it. It's like what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like that's a lot where a lot of AEW shows that, like, well, pay per views. That's like, how's this gonna end? There's so much shit that could happen. I feel like we got that in WWE too, but not as often. But also, we do have a pay per view every month with
Which
WWE,
is
so
yeah.
it seems like a lot. But I feel like a lot of their like how AEW has 4 pay-per-views, the big four of WWE. It's always like, how the fuck is this gonna end? Like, who knows what's gonna happen? So
Yeah.
hope for the best, man. Let's see who wins. But I think Paige got it. Would love to see Adam Cole as champion, but I think they've just been building up Paige to be the guy in AEW, that to take the belt off of him now wouldn't make sense.
Yeah. That would be too soon. That would be too soon.
Yeah,
Yeah. So we all agree on Paige, Henry
Yep.
and Paige winning that.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
yeah.
unfortunately. Yeah,
I love
unfortunately.
Paige, but
Yeah.
Cole's my guy, man. I would
Yeah.
love to see Cole as a champ.
Right now, it's not it.
Not happening.
Not it. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess we could wrap it up there. Thank you, Henry, for joining us for
Yes,
this
sir.
prediction episode. You want to just plug your stuff in to where people can find you, listen to your content and stuff like that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys.
You're
This
welcome.
was wonderful. This was awesome having a conversation. This is one thing I like about wrestling. Like, yeah, we're wrestling fans, but we all have different opinions and stuff, and we could see different perspectives
Yeah.
as a fan instead of like, nah, I don't agree with him. I don't agree. Y'all gotta agree with me. Like, nah,
Yeah.
doesn't have to be like that. Because like at the end of the day, we're all different. We're not the same. Because it feels like that doesn't believe wrestling would have been boring.
Yeah.
All right. So as far as like my platform and stuff, you guys could follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, I have TikTok, but I don't be there that often. But if you want to follow me on TikTok, go right ahead.
Yeah. We'll put
Is
everything
that
in the description of
everything
this
is
video.
HennyWrestling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'll leave everything in the
Very
description of
simple.
this episode.
Very simple.
Henny Wrestling is his name right there. So thanks again for coming on. It's episode number 68, our AEW Revolution prediction episode. I am Nick with Joel, and we'll see you guys next time.
Catch you.
God bless y'all.